Okay, so the other day I got a question. What is the difference between a Manjula Pothos and a Marble Queen Pothos? So I figured I'll just go ahead and make a video just in case anyone else is interested in finding out what is the difference. If you are here, I am assuming that you would like to know the difference between the two. So let's jump right into it. Here I have my two pothos. I have my Manjula and I have my Marble Queen Pothos, and I'm going to be explaining some of the differences so you could identify the difference between the two. Now most pothos are very similar. Some of them are very different, some of them are very similar, so it can get tricky when trying to differentiate between them. So let's look at some of the differences. All right, so here we have the Marble Queen. This is the Marble Queen, and here we have the Manjula. Now just by looking at them and by me telling you the difference, you could see that they are different. Now let's take a closer look at some of the differences. All right, so look at the shape of this leaf. The shape of the leaf is one of the differences. This shape, the shape on this one is more elongated and like an arrow. Now this one is more rounded, as you can see. So it's not as pointy as that one, but it's more of a round shape, as more instead of elongated. So that's one of the difference. That's a big difference that you can tell between the two, apart from the variegation. The variegation is another difference, but if you look at some of the Manjula Pothos' variegation is very similar to the Marble Queen. Like for instance, let's see if I could find one that may look similar. It's similar but not the same. All right, take this one for example. The patterning looks somewhat similar, right? So whenever the Marble Queen, whenever the Manjula has a patterning like this, it may look similar to the Marble Queen. However, the dominant variegation on a Manjula Pothos is that prominent white variegation in most of the leaves. So you can see prominent white variegation. You can see that. See, some of the leaf can be entirely white as well. And if you look at the Marble Queen, it literally has a marble effect, and that's on all of the leaves. Now some of the leaves can get even more on the whiter side, but it's gonna have that yellowish tint to it, because then you have to be able to differentiate the Marble Queen and the Snow Queen. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the Marble Queen and the Manjula. So it's very simple, it's very easy. The main difference is the shape of the leaf and the prominent white variegation in the Manjula Pothos. So this is a Manjula Pothos. Check out the shape of the leaf, check out the variegation. You will never see a Marble Queen with a variegation like this, with this big white variegation right here. You will not see that. Even if you have a Marble Queen with an entirely white leaf, it's still gonna have that marbling effect on it. So that is the main difference between the two. The care is the same. This is a slow grow as well. The Manjula Pothos grow a lot slower than the Marble Queen, in my opinion. I've had this for a long time and I barely got any I barely got a lot of new growth. As you see, it's not as full, and I've had it for a while this one has exploded in growth since I've had it. So you could see just by looking at them, this is fuller. So that's another difference, unless you buy like two full one and want to tell the difference. But the main difference is the leaf shape and the variegation. So I hope this was helpful. If you did find it helpful, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and share with someone that you think may find it helpful as well. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.